This channeling is from November the 2nd, 1977, and was referenced in the Daily Quote from November the 4th, 2021. Now, I have looked at this. I haven't read through the whole thing, but I can tell is one of the first lines in this transcription says that inaudible portions are indicated by ellipses. In general, the entire recording is difficult to hear. I think Carla had some issues with recording equipment. I don't know the specifics, but sometimes apparently the recordings aren't very clear. So this transcript will be pretty choppy, and I apologize for that. I was just not going to read it, but there's some good nuggets in there. So we're just going to try it out. Okay. So if I pause for a second awkwardly, that basically means that something's missing from the transcript, and I'm just, skipping around. Hopefully it's not too obnoxious. Okay, here we go. Carla channeling. I am Latwi because I missed you. And it is a good opportunity to work at this time, prior to the message that we have to give. If you will all relax, I and my brothers are attempting to adjust the focus of our vibrations. They are balanced. You must understand that the spiritual energies, and if you are not properly balanced, shall we say, firing off center, spiritual vibrations distorting the signal, receive, and therefore, I and my brothers balancing should be able to feel a slight pressure in the area which you call the crown chakra. I am Latwi. Pause. I am Hatan, and I greet you in love and light. My brother Latos is continuing to balance the energies in this room. There is high energy group, and thus it is be as one. We are not satisfied with this group. We wish for you to be as one. If you can allow your thoughts to embrace those who are with you, they are your brothers and sisters. They are all here to seek. Allow that seeking to, allow the balancing to take place. You seek without selfishness, only because you are seeking true. We are pleased. We will continue with this instrument. We must caution you always that we can only give you what you desire to receive. If you do not desire to receive what you may call philosophy, truth, we have no. Communication becomes very difficult. So know yourself as you go into meditation, and know and trust. We thank you very much for this opportunity to work with you. We are feeling better energies now, saying, it is within, rather. There is a balance. So we ask you, power is always a two-edged sword. Okay. Let us talk to you about reality, my friends. It is important to talk about reality. We have talked with this group many times about love, many times about meditation. We wish to talk about reality. We are giving you the same truth, but through a different filter. For it is this filter that you need at this time. There is in creation. Unknown channeling. I am Hatan. I am once again with you. And, as it has been stated, I would now attempt to answer any questions that you would wish to speak. Are there any questions at this time? Carla. Could you say anything about the program for the next year, your hopes? We of the Confederation are aware of certain patterns which have been set within the realms, or shall we say the environment, of planet Earth. We have great intentions of attempting to alter some of the flows of energy which have been set into motion by your peoples. Yet we have not been able to distinguish or determine in which manner we would be more successful in dealing with the situations upon your planet. But we are attempting, as rapidly as possible, to educate your peoples through many sources in order that we may be accepted upon a physical form of communication. By this we mean that, as it is known, there are occasions upon which we choose individuals upon your planet and establish with them direct physical communication. And it is part of our program and part of our desire to attempt to broaden this form of experience within what you would term your next calendar year. It shall become evident that we are not yet aware of to what degree of an increase in direct communication we need. And we of the Confederation are willing to do this upon any scale mandated by the group desire of the inhabitants of your planet. We have been pleased recently by the upsurge of interest, and not only the existence of what you call UFOs, but the interest in the existence of life forms throughout the universe. There are greater and more intense studies being put into process by your educators and scientists. And as they filter their findings more and more each day to your peoples, life, such as ours, throughout the realms of the universe, is becoming an everyday accepted fact. It is pleasing to see the upsurge of this knowledge, for it brings us closer to the day that we may work with you, hand in hand, in building in what you would term the New World. Look for this to occur. The information shall be available through your normal filtered resources, if you understand our meaning. But it is our objective to attempt to increase our assistance upon the physical plane, and it shall be seen by many. Do you request further information? Carla. By being seen by many, do you mean on television or in person? We mean by selected groups and individuals, not through the forms of communication that you would view and listen to, but in direct experience. Carla. Do you have any feelings about what a group meditation should best focus on? Whether it would be against natural disasters or against war? In other words, for the planet's peace or for the peace among men, which would be the most fruitful for the immediate present? We of the Confederation have, in previous communications, expressed the fact that one of our greatest concerns is your people's obsession to toy with their existence by the utilization of warfare. It is one of our greatest concerns at this period of time. For as you are aware, even though there are still places of turmoil on your planet, you are living in a basically peaceful period of time as compared to the previous years. But, as you are also aware, each period of peace throughout your history was none other than a period of preparation for war. We predict nothing, but we ask that you focus your energies upon the prevention of escalation on the physical plane of the warfare. For we of the Confederation wish not to interfere, and it is you, the people of planet Earth, that are given the first opportunity to prevent the destruction of your peoples and the environment. At this point in time, the desire of some nations' leaders to substantiate and incur warfare is great. This would be your most beneficial exercise. Are there any other questions? Questioner. Could you tell us how many people around the world are in contact with you? Thanks. We are in communication with the entire population of your planet, but not to all of their knowledge. To give you a number would be beyond the capability of the instrument, though we must make you aware that this form of communication that you experience here is only one form which we utilize. It is indeed one of the most desirable, but look about you. Look at your life and how it has progressed. Look at the informations brought forth through the media. Look at the informations brought forth through books, movies, radios, and televisions. Look at what seemed to be fantasies 10 years ago. They are becoming evident realities today. We communicate through your scientists. We communicate through your doctors. We communicate through your lawmakers, although they are difficult to deal with. We communicate with all of your peoples. Are there any other questions? Questioner. I'd like to know if it may be related to my spiritual growth, the fact that my digital watch jumps ahead a few hours occasionally, and then I find another watch. We would say to you that all experiences understood are beneficial to your spiritual alignments and growth patterns. The phenomena that you experience are only clues and indications given to you, through what you might term the grace of God, to continually remind you of that which you are dealing with, the potential that lies within you. The experiences that you are having are none other than a barometer for you to realize or utilize to determine the magnificence of your Creator. Are there any other questions? If there are no other questions, I would leave you with a thought just spoken in answer to the question. Utilize your life's experiences as that barometer to determine not only the Creator's magnificence, but your own. I leave you in the love and the light of the infinite Creator. I am Hatan. Adonai, my friends. Adonai Vasu Baragus. Carla. Guess who came through right at the end? Right at the end, really strong. I am Monka. I am Monka. Blessings to your group. Ha! We haven't heard from Monka in about 10 years. That's all I got. It was really strong. Carla channeling. It says very loud static is heard on the tape. The transcription is only to give an idea of the contents and should not be considered accurate. I am Oxel. I and my brother Latos would like to work with each of you for a while. We would like at this time to work silently with each of you who desires to become a channel. Each of you will go through your minds into our contact. We will work intensively with you for, thank you, I am again with this instrument. What a great privilege it is to work with you. Normally one or the other of us, additions are somewhat illusions, and felt it would be somewhat of a good idea to work with two different vibrations. Some are more sensitive to the oxal and some to the latos vibration, but they are, shall we say, in brackets, which gives a good stable area of spiritual vibration. We would open the meeting for questions at this time, if anyone has a question. Question was inaudible. We are aware of your question. Indeed, my sister, that is our position to a great many. We have much confidence and yet cannot give, but we can give to peoples of your planet as our presence. Love. And this we give in total freedom. And this, my sister, is your best gift. May be reaped by a sister or a brother. Not the words, unless they are asked, not the gestures, unless they are needed, but a true heart, and that complete love. This is not, as you would call it, love. We use this rather than love. For we do not wish to limit the concept of love to that of the parent of this child, but that love, wind, love is that. Sadness, situation. Without, words and gestures can only aid those. Therefore, understanding sometimes. This is our distortion. Is there another question? Questioner, inaudible. I am very pleased to speak to this instrument. We do not often use this instrument, for ours is a strong vibration, a very pointed contact. This instrument, quite a bit. We wish to come through because our vibration is to this group. We want you to ground yourselves. Reality. That vibration which is Hatan is a gentle kind. Oxal is a stronger one and bears more of the, shall we say, stark power of love. That which we call love is the force, shall we say, the mathematical equation behind our force. There is no law but love. Higher, you cannot understand our love without reality. Meditate. My friends, you remind me somewhat of what you would call your aborigines. Stalking through the virgin jungle. They know no other tribes. They are aware of no other beings. Then one day, knowing that there is no one else in their entire... they come across one footprint. All the other footprints have washed away thousands and thousands of years. Fire. Suddenly they know that in some inconceivable, some creature like them stood where they are standing. My friends, you have been, and in some inconceivable future, someday you will see, not real. You can either approach your evolution by tucking your toes in your mouth and then rolling in circles along the dusty road. Tape ends. Oh, thank goodness. I mean, there was some interesting stuff in there for sure, but that was a lot to suffer through. Yeah, I think that bit about the Confederation wanting to work here, like in person, with some people. I bet a lot of people would sign up for that. I know I would. I mean, it could be one of those things that seems like it would be a good idea until it happens and you're literally crapping your pants. Then maybe not so much, but because I would sign up to find out. Anyway, thanks for suffering through that with me, and I hope you got some small bit of value out of it.